What's up? I'm going live today. We're gonna do a little spirit talk. We're gonna talk about the Ori, the Ori Orisha. So, what is your Ori and who is God? That's what we're gonna talk about today. Um, your Ori is your spiritual intuition, your destiny. It literally means head, like your higher self. In the spirit realm, it exists simultaneously as you exist. So, say you're here, I'm here. And then in the spirit world, there is a higher self that's down here maneuvering me, like a person playing chess. So, like, you're the piece and I'm the piece, and Ari is the hand that's moving the piece around on the chessboard. So, your Ari is like your avatar. It is your consciousness. I'm looking at my notes because I wanted to make sure that I have everything. Hi, my one viewer. I'm glad you're here. Spirit group, thanks for joining me. Um, it's your human essence. Your Ori is like an Orisha in its own right. It's like it's Orisha. It's a star. It's a god and its own. Oh, what's up? I knew. Yeah, I knew it was you. But yeah. So it's like an Orisha in its own right. So with our REs, we should be able to heal ourselves like spiritually, physically, and by working with the Orishas, we should be able to achieve like balanced character. And that's basically what this is what we came down here to do. We came down here to establish our character and make sure that we presume our God status, our Godhood. So our Orishas is our divine self. That is who you should worship. That is God. That's who God is. You are God. You are the Christ. That's who you are. That's who you should worship, and not the Orishas. The Orishas are they're you as well, but you should not worship them. Um, so when things aren't going right in your life, what you need to be doing is consulting your Ori, consulting your higher self. That's your intuition. When you get that feeling and you know something's wrong, then you need to be consulting your higher self. Like when I had that situation that I was telling y'all about where I almost died, and my higher self was giving me the warnings, it was giving me the visions or whatnot, and that's what I ended up doing, consulting my higher self to make sure that I stayed alive. Um, when whatever you become in this life, your Ori has already like designed for you. So like it's you, you're you, and you designed what you came down here to do. You agreed to your mission. You put yourself in in this predicament. You put yourself down here to resume your godship, and you could have been happy where you were. Um, in that state, but you did bring yourself down here to presume your godship. So basically, what I'm saying is that if you're a god and you came down here, you would be like a fallen angel. That might be hard for like a Christian to understand if they are just now breaking out of the Christianity. It might be hard for them to understand if I'm saying basically you're a fallen angel, but that's what the fuck you are. So that's what we are. And that's what your Ori is. So I did give the analogy of the video game. Right, they do live inside of us, and the Orisha Bobby Hemmett is a good teacher. I will give him that. He's a good teacher, but he definitely does tell you that the Orishas are inside of you, and they do serve you, and they do serve you. But you're actually the god. You are the god. You are one of them. So, like, I would be the goddess, and you would be just the male form of that, the masculine, the divine masculine of that. You would be the god, and that's what I wanted to go over. So who is God? God is us. We are the gods. We are the ones that returned to fuck shit up. Um, who do we pray to? We pray to ourselves. Like I have like a literal shrine for my higher self. That's a picture of my higher self back there, but that's not like my elevated higher self. This is me waking the fuck up back there. And I have different pictures of my higher self. I think there's one right there on this side that's surrounded in red. That's my higher self on the wall there. And she's like battling motherfuckers. And then I have my elevated higher self, which is my goddess, who I am, who the real God that I came down here to be. And with that, what we came to do. We came to fuck shit up. That's what our higher selves came down here to do, to avenge our ancestors and to be our ancestors. And I know like we're on the internet and all of that, but this channel is definitely for the Starseed people. And we know that the Orishas are going to hide this channel and keep those who do not belong with this knowledge and this information off of this channel. Ashe to the Orishas. And then our star system message. So though the Orishas are here and they're a part of us and they're awakening us and they're guiding us to do what we came to do, it's important to know that we did not come from here and that we came from a different star system, and that star system loves us and they want us home and they want us to do what we got to do, like what we came down here to do, and they want us to succeed. So in order to do that, we have to get in touch with our higher selves. We have to pay attention to our higher selves. We have to pray to our Ori. So I did write an Ori prayer, which I'm going to share with you guys. And you guys can take this prayer and copy it. You can switch it around, whatever you want to do. I'm sorry, I have some of my eye. You can switch it around or whatever you feel like you want to do with it. But it's important to talk to your higher self. When I feel certain things, I go to my higher self. Like if I start flipping out about something, then I know something is wrong. I know that my higher self is trying to fucking tell me that this isn't right. Like if I'm not feeling something like immediately, I'm following that. I'm like, okay, this is not right. So I do have a prayer that I wrote for our Ries, and you guys can use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys. I just start off by giving Ashe to my Ori. And I say, Ori Ashe. Ori, help me to remember who we are. And I say who we are because me and my Ori are the same. We're the same person. One's just my divine self, and then I'm the avatar for the divine self. So I say, help us remember who we are. Help me remember what we came to Earth to do. Help me to remember where I place my treasures in the earth. You need to find the treasures that you place down here before yourself, because they are going to help you get through what you came down here to do. So your higher self placed before you, and I'm speaking this because I know that's what my higher self did, placed before I got down here some shit that's going to help me, whether it be money, whether it be this, friends, the right people. Find those treasures. So that's another part of the prayer. We want our Ori to guide us, to help us find those treasures that we place in the earth. We want our Ori to guide us on the path that they have already paid for us. We want them to make sure that we don't stray off that fucking path, because we don't want to come back here no more. We don't want to do this shit no more. That's correct. I'm gonna read that because when I go back and I watch my videos, I don't see the comments in there. I don't know if you guys can see it if you go back and read that. But Flex says that he was meditating on a legua, and a channel came through on why he is the the divine messenger. I'm sorry. Us being the god or goddess uses his energy to communicate to the universe what we want and open those doors, and that is true. That's so definitely true. That's what I do when I get these messages. I pretty much ask Papa Legba and my Ori and myself to open the doors to give me the messages to you guys. And like I said, it's a war going down, and it's like definitely a risk to put this information out there, but I'm going to do it anyways because that's my mission. And I believe strongly that my higher self and my Orishas are going to hide this channel. They're going to hide it from, because I've already shown my face. But worst come to worst, you know what we really are. If you listen to Bobby Hemmett, then we just going to shape shift on a bitch. You feel me? Like, we just going to shape shift on their ass, and they going to know who the fuck they're looking for. But anyways, so where are we at? Okay, so I stopped at Ori, guide me on the path that you have paid for me. And then I went to Ori, help me to remember the mysteries. That is important. We came down here to remember what the fuck we came here to do and who the fuck we are. And then we came down here to use that power to walk in that shit on earth, conquer this human shit, and never ever come back again. So we definitely want to throw that in there. Help us to remember the mysteries. We need to remember those mysteries. That's how we're going to be able to tap into our magic, by remembering the mysteries that we already knew as gods. But the information that we let go, we got to try to now download that shit through the ethers so that we can continue forth. Okay, and then the next line of this prayer is Ori, support my knowing, which just ties up to that, helping us remember the mysteries. We want our Ori to support the knowing within us. We can't believe anymore. Like in these times, believing ain't shit. You have to know, like you have to, knowing is golden. And that's a card in my tarot deck that I drew myself. Knowing is golden. You gotta know in this day and age. You can't believe shit. Like you have to know, like seriously. So, and then I give my Ori some Ashe Ori. Ori, protect my home, protect my children, our children. I put protect our children because the children that you birth, the children that we birth, they belong to our higher selves. Those spirits belong to us. Those are our faces. Just like Papa Legba is a face of himself and a face of Elegua and a face of Ishu. When you have children, or even Earth children that you don't birth, but they're spiritually yours, that's a face of you. You get what I'm saying? Like I would be like some nature boy shit, but not on the narcissistic, satanic type shit that this motherfucker on. But it's basically a reflection of yourself. Hi, my other viewer. Thanks for joining. It's basically a reflection of yourself. So we want the Ori to protect our children as well. And then it says, Ori, guide me. All power to you, Ashe Ari. Lead me to all that is good. Show me from what is not. We are undefeated warriors, and nothing can stop us on the earth or in spirit. We do not fail. We pass every test. Nothing can come against us. Ashe Ari. So that is the prayer to the Ari. And we should just focus on that. And I know that it's hard, like if you're coming out of Christianity or something like that, or even a religious situation that would cause you to have to worship somebody else. Like it fucked me up when it was like not just Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And it was more to it than just saying Jesus is going to take care of it. Jesus is going to take care of everything, and I don't have to do anything. I just have to pray. I didn't know that there was more to it than that, and it did fuck me up. Like seriously, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, but I always had the warrior spirit, and I always had that fight in me. So I always pushed past and wanted to know more. Like I would get upset if I couldn't figure something out spiritually. And this is before I even came into the power. Like before, if I couldn't figure something out, I'd be trying to go through every archangel I could go through to find who the hell I need to talk to pot that they speaking of, because this shit ain't working for me. You get what I'm saying? And then as I went, like I knew that there was like more guys, like before their wishes came, because I had angels around me and I wanted money and I wanted love and I wanted this, and I would ask the angel like what I thought was an angel, like, can you give me this? And they'd be like, that ain't my department. That ain't my job. like that's exactly what they would say. That's not my, I'm like, so who the fuck job is it? And that's kind of like the Orishas when you go to Shango for that firepower and Oya for that, for that storm, that nature, and the Yemeya for the waters and all that stuff. Like, it's deep, y'all. It's definitely deep. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I mean, it was very short and sweet, but it was just who your RE is, and to pray to your RE, who God is. You are God. And to just remind y'all that y'all ain't in this by yourself, and we here to do this. We're here to rock it out. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I just wanted to share that short little video with y'all. Hit me up if y'all need me on Instagram. I am Beautiful Light 717. You can like, subscribe, and share. And I'm not looking to be famous or anything like that. I'm just looking to help you guys and get this shit going so we can just like tear this motherfucking roof off this motherfucker and live in harmony and have our universe back. The gods have returned and they are ready to tear shit the fuck up. Get ready.